As you can see, I'm in my car. I was on Marketplace last night and I found a couple of things that I wanted, so luckily it was still there, so I'll get these car seats down and let you watch me load up what I've picked up. Hello all, welcome back. Thanks for your comments, subs and likes. I gained like, I think it was about 6 subs over the weekend, so thank you for subbing. Right, I'm gonna get them rocks out that I got yesterday, so I'll get that done, then I'll come back to you with the next thing.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared. my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just get me up. Don't be scared.
Right, that's a few more rocks for this project. I'm gonna have to move them big ones from there to there. I know I keep on moving them about, but I wanted to get that hedge in and what have you. But I need to move these rocks so I can get my hose out. So I'll do that off camera. I never got round to getting this hose out, so I'm gonna have a go at this. And I never filled this up or put a couple more barrows on here, so I'll do this first, I think. Get this done, and I'll come back to you and I'll put you on a time lapse for that little bit. Well, that bit over there I should say, but it looks like a cat's been having a dig in here, so I'm going to need to get a net up or something on there to stop him from going on there. But anyway, right, I'm going to get this filled up and then I'll come back after that. I thought I'll just show you this. I've just taken the front of my compost bin out off, and this is what it's like. As you can see, this is my compost, because as you can see it's got the hamster bedding stuff in it, and from there to there is the wood chip that's broken down over the last few years. So I thought I'd just show you the difference. Right, I'm going to get on and top up that bed now then. I've topped this bed right up now, as you can see. I've done it all the way along there. I took my strawberries off so I could give it a nice top in, all the way up to the broccoli. And I just noticed this just a minute ago. Got a little broccoli head, as you can see. So don't know how big it's gonna get, but hey, it's better than nothing. Right, this is I'll show you the amount of compost and stuff I took out. Quite a bit. It's probably about, well, roughly half of what was in there, but I want to save the rest of this for my seed potatoes, so I'm probably not even going to have enough with all that, but you know, I'll use that first. Then if I need to get any more compost, then I'll get some. Right, I'll put these back on the bed, try and stop the cat from getting on there. I've just remembered I've got a few more of these in the shed, so I'm gonna put them in there as well, or on there I should say, and hopefully that'll keep the cat off there and stop him from digging in there. So let me go and grab them other tubs and I'll put them on there. That's what I've done. The cat didn't seem, when the strawberries were at this end, the cat didn't seem to bother with it. So hopefully, now that I've got them over there like that, the cat will stay off of them. But hey, only time will tell. Right, I'll get on and do that bit up there now then. put that hose up now. Moved all of that over there, as you can see. I know I've got to move it again to do what I'm going to do in that corner. I need to give this polytunnel another clean out. It's surprising how much stuff gathers up in polytunnels and greenhouses and sheds and all that sort of stuff. So I want to move these posts and try and sort some of this mess out so I can see where I'm at. Then at the weekend I can start sowing some seeds. And my cabbage or cauliflower that I had in here is just about had it, so I'll pull that out. But the kohlrabi's still doing all right in here, so hopefully we should get a nice early crop of them. But we'll have to see how we go with them. Right, I'll get and clean this mess up, then I'll get back to you. I've got this old paint tin. I was going to put some vermiculite in there, but it feels a bit damp, so I'm going to probably give that a good wash out, get rid of all that paint if I can, and then I'm going to put my vermiculite in there, I think. But yeah, I don't know if it's watertight because it was wet, but I don't know if the lid was on properly, so I'll give that a wash out and tip my vermiculite in there, put the lid back on, and hopefully it don't get damp. I washed that bucket out last night, got it all out. I think it was only like emulsion anyway, so it's quite easy to get out. But as you can see, I'll put my vermiculite in there now. Nice fine grade stuff. So I've even rid it on there, but I don't know how long that's going to stay on there. I don't think it'll stay on very long, but hey, never mind. Right, I still need to clear this out, so because it's raining outside, I'll get on and clear this out, I think. Well, I still haven't had any germination with these early beetroot, white Lisbon and Elsa Craig onions, but the thermometer says it's like 15 in here. So right, I'm going to take these off. I've got this. I'm going to chuck this on top like that. Right, I should have done this before actually. I'm going to put that inside there like that, and I'll come back in a little while, then we'll see if that's made any difference. It should do, but it's 15 at the moment. I just grabbed one of them bags out of the polytunnel, and I remember a mate gave me some shredded up paper, so all I've done is just put that on there. But when grass cutting season starts, when I start to cut my grass, all I'm going to do is just keep on topping this up with the grass. So yeah, I know it's a lot of there's mostly leaves in there, but by the time the old grass has been in there, rotted down and everything for next year, we should have a nice lot of compost. Yeah, and possibly later on in the year, when I've used this bit for my seed potatoes and what have you, I'll transfer that compost. When it starts to get a bit full with grass, I'll transfer that from there into here. Yeah, and that'll like turn it once then at least. I'm not going to be doing that all the time because that's going to be a lot in there. So once I've started filling that up with a bit of grass and what have you, then I'll transfer that into that other compost bin and let it rot down in there for the rest of the year. Then maybe do something with this corner then. we'll see what happens when I get to it. I've had a bit of a tidy up, as you can see. I got rid of them lengths of posts and stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't got anywhere where I can really store this, so this is going to have to, the door's going to have to stay in here, I'm afraid. But as you can see, I've got one of them trugs in there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sieve some of my own compost. I'm going to fill that up, then I'll come back to you after that. As you've just seen, I just sieved this compost, and these are the little carrots that I'm going to do. Paris Market round, so they're only little ones, so I don't really need that much compost because they're not like your normal ones, they're only like little ones. I'm probably just going to scatter the whole packet on there. Actually, no, I'll save half now, do half now, and probably do another half a little bit later on, so I can get a successional sowing. That's roughly half. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it in any primal reason or anything. I'm just going to scatter them and see what happens. Hopefully we can get some carrots. Right, let's get a bit of this compost. Chuck a bit of this on top. I'm not putting a lot on, just a thin coat. I'll get a label written up and I'll put a label in there in a minute. I'm going to sow some more broad beans because my broad beans got frosted, so I'm going to sow more of them in a minute after this, I think. There you go. I'll just do a label and then we know where we are and what we got in there. When I got my other new carrots out, I found these two in here. This is way too many seeds to put in a pot, really. But this is a Autumn King, but if you look on the date, it should have been used up by last year. And this one's Chantenay Red, Cord 2. Same with this one. This one should have been used by 2022. So all I've done is put both of them packets in there. I'm going to cover it the same as what I did with the other one. And if that grows, then they grow. We'll see what happens. But they are out of date by last year, so I don't know whether anything will come up. I've given them a nice bit of water, so we'll have to see what happens with them. So, right, I'm gonna get in my box and get my broad beans seeds out, because this is what they were. They did start to grow, but the frost hit them, so I'm gonna chuck that old compost probably in there, because there's some old compost in there. I've got a little bit of compost that I used to start them in with before from last year, so all I'm going to do is empty them out, then refill it, and then I'll come back to you when I've done that. As you can see, I've filled my root trainers up. I have actually got 6 in here, so I don't need all of them. But all I'm going to do, where's my dibber? There it is. All I'm going to do, dib a little bit of an hole. 2, 4, 5, 6. I'll have to fill this up again, I think, with a bit of compost after. And just put them down like that. That way. I'll get some more compost and chuck that on top. And that's about it. I'm going to take that out because it doesn't go right there, so I know where I'm up to. So I'm not expecting anything because I'll probably forget how many's in there. That's it. Simple as that. When I took that old compost out there, all the seeds are totally rotted off. So yeah, I'm not going to water that because it is quite moist. Plus it's got water in there as well. So all I'm going to do is put that on top of there and see what happens. I was just looking through my seed box and I found some more of my seeds that I saved. I didn't realise that some of these were 2022. These are my marigolds. These are the yellow. I don't know what they are because it just says French. And these are the orange. So I'm going to get you set up and I'm going to sow some of these marigolds. And I'm going to do some more cabbage and some cauliflower. I think that's all year round cauliflower. Actually, I can't remember, or is it snowball? Oh, there's snowball. I'll do some of them. And what's this? Kohlrabi. I think that's cauliflower all year round, but as you can see it's a bit of an old packet, so yeah, I'll probably put loads of them in one tray, I think. So let me get you set up, and then we go from there. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is my French marigolds. I've got these microwavable meal tray things. All I've done is filled it up with my leaf mulch or compost. I've got some of these from 2020, so I don't know if they're going to grow or not, but all I'm going to do is just sprinkle them on top, give them a bit of space at least anyway. Not very many in there, but you know, oh, quite a few. That'll do. Spread them out a little bit. Get a bit more of my compost and just go over the top. Little tamp down. That's them. Oh, a few more in there. There you go. That's the orange marigolds. As I said, these are from 2020 when I saved them, so whether anything happens with them or not, I don't know, but we'll find out, won't we? I'm going to do the same. I'll put that like that. Put that up there. I've got some marigolds that I saved from last year. And I've got some yellow marigolds from 2020. So I'll get them two sorted and then I'll come back to you and get on to the next thing. The next one is a snowball cauliflower. So I'm going to put a couple of seeds in each of these. I'll dip a little hole like that. grab a couple of seeds if I can get the packet open. Very little seeds. There you go. Very little seeds. I'll try and put 2 in, but hey, I might get more than 2, but that's life. Couple. 2. 1. Come on. Oh, that's 3. Never mind. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right, then just fill them up. This is my homemade compost I'm putting on top. The stuff that was in there before is the B&Q compost. I'll show you what I found in there just a minute ago. In a minute. I was quite surprised. I know that some of it's done by general waste and all that from the garden, but yeah, they should check it really. But yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. Right, that's the cauliflower. Next one is the broccoli, or calabrese if you want to call it that. Same again, dip a little hole, pop a couple of seeds in, and hopefully I'll get germination. Right, I'll get this done, I'll get some labels sorted, and then I'll come back to you. Right, there you go, I'll give them a bit of a water. These are the marigolds obviously, cauliflower and broccoli. I'll put a couple of cloches on. I don't think they're gonna make a lot of difference, but hey, you know. And there's the yellow marigold as well. I haven't got a cover for that, so I'll just leave that. I'll show you the bed outside when I try to stop the cats actually, because I think it's actually worked. Because I can't see any paw prints or anything on it. So that's okay. I know I've got a blind, well, one-eyed cat a couple of doors up from me, so maybe it was him that was going on there, and this has sort of like deterred him because he's only got one eye, unfortunately, because he had an accident. So yeah, that seems to have worked. Right, these are my older plant labels, but I'm going to take these indoors, get a bit of a white spirit and clean all of these off. So that's obviously going to take a bit of time, but that's later on. I'll do them and I'll show you them afterwards, because they do come up pretty clean if you use white spirit. So yeah, it's something for me to do later on, innit, when I'm sitting indoors. This is what I found in this compost bag. I'm not sure what the hell that is, but it feels pretty, oh, it might be bark actually, but this bit of glass, you know what I mean? Come on, sort it out. Look how dangerous that could be. Someone could have put their hand in there, or a kid could have put their hand in there and cut their bloody hand. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? A bit of glass, you know what I mean? Next week I want to cut this door down so it can go in that gap a little bit, so I might be able to get that cut down and put it in my wood storage, or get it stored somewhere else besides in here, because it's a bit of a pain in here. I want to get that hose pipe dug underneath by the gate and get that put back into the water butt, and I'm sure that I will do a couple of other things. It depends on the weather, like. So right, that's going to be it for this week. So thanks for watching, commenting and subbing. If you haven't subbed yet, bells down in that corner, click on the bell, click on all, and you'll get my notifications. Right, see you next Saturday. Bye.